Welcome back everybody, Gonzalez Bros Entertainment. We are back with another movie review. We're talking Incredibles 2, spoiler free. But before we get into the meat of the video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. We got many things coming up this summer. Lots of reviews, hopefully some challenges. But I can guarantee you it will all be a ton of fun. Now with that out of the way, let's jump right into the review. This movie picks up right where the last one left off, and that's with the Incredibles battling the Underminer. And this was the perfect way to suck us back into this incredible world. And I really like that this time around it's Elastigirl who takes front stage, and it's Mr. Incredible who has to stay home with the kids and be a stay-at-home dad. And I really like that we explore this family dynamic, because in 2018 there's a lot more stay-at-home dads and there's a lot more moms who are out in the workforce. There were several characters that stood out to me, and one of them was Elastigirl. They gave her a lot of things to do, and like I said, she takes front stage, and she really shines in some of the action set pieces. The other character that I really enjoyed was Jack Jack. He gets one of the most hilarious, fantastic scenes we have ever seen in a Pixar movie, and I can't wait to talk about that a little more in the spoiler video. But yeah, I gotta say, these two characters really stood out to me. As Pixar becomes a bigger studio, so has their animation. It seems to evolve with every movie, and this movie is no exception. And I really like that they went the extra mile in all the action set pieces, especially that first one where we get a showcase of all the Incredibles. They all get a moment to shine and show what they really can do with their powers and their abilities. And frankly, it was a fantastic way to really put you into the mood of where you need to be to watch this movie. Clear standout action sequence has to be the first, and like I said before, it really shines and it stands out in my mind because every one of the Incredibles got the opportunity to really take center stage and show what they can do with their abilities. And I don't think there was a better way to capture what they can do together as a family than what we saw in that first opening sequence. Also, I really like a action sequence further down the line, somewhere in the middle of the movie, that involves Elastigirl and involves a runaway train, and that's all I'll say about that because I do not want to spoil it for you guys. There's a lot to like about this movie, but there were a couple of things I didn't like. One of them had to be the villain. It seemed like they were going to a very dark place, somewhere very different than where we've been before with Pixar villains, but somewhere along the line they sort of abandoned that. He just became sort of a cliche, and that is something that I really didn't like. The other thing I didn't like is that they attempted to tackle many themes and they threw out a lot of big ideas that I thought would be explored in this movie, but somewhere along the line they were all sort of cut short and not explored far enough, in my opinion. And I think we really could have gone to a deeper place if we would have just stuck to maybe one or two themes instead of trying to throw so many things out there. Talk about Bail. Oh man, I really hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Anyway, that's the title of the short film in front of The Incredibles 2, and I am happy to report that it's way better, miles and miles better than the short, if that's what you want to call it, that we got in front of Coco. Anyway, this short film is a bit of a groundbreaker because it's written and directed by a woman, and she really was, I feel, influenced by her Chinese descent, and that's very clear and evident in the beautiful music that we get that accompanies this short. But I think it really touches on themes that no matter what culture you come from, you can really relate to, and that's learning to let go of your children as they grow older, as difficult as that may seem, and as though you may feel that no one can love your children like you can. There comes a moment where they're grown and you really have to let them go. And I really think that this short expressed those deep, complex emotions without the use of any dialogue perfectly. And just let me give you a fair warning, have a tissue handy because you may need it. Not a perfect film, however, it is really fun, and for some sections, I gotta say I enjoyed it more than the first. I really think I need to rewatch it to really see where this ranks amongst my Pixar list, but I got a feeling that it's pretty high and it will hold up. It might even get even better a second time around. So with that is my short review, sort of, on The Incredibles 2. Are you guys gonna check this out? Let me know in the comments below. Do you like it better, or the same, or nowhere near the ballpark as the first one? Leave your comments in the usual place. This GB saying...